So here we go. Good morning, Chris. Can you just introduce yourself to anyone who doesn't know who you are or where you are? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Christopher Makau from one of the organizers of TEDxKibera, and was born and raised in Kibera. So, like I can say, from my early childhood, from birth until now, I've been staying to Kibera.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is Kibera? Can you tell us about Kibera? How big is Kibera and what's it like?
Kibera is a large piece of land. I can say it's very large. Currently, it is a approximate a population of 1 million, as I can say right now. But it's not confirmed. But I believe it cannot like 1 million as we are speaking right now.
Okay, and tell us about your TEDx experience, and also how you came to meet Chris Anderson and the famous people from the top of TED.
It was actually Chris Anderson came to Nairobi during the TED Nairobi. They were looking for searching for the new people who are going to talk to the main TED. They were doing that. It's like they are looking for the people to talk. So everyone was presenting. So I had a chance to go to TED Nairobi, whereby we saw good talks, and it was very nice. And actually, that was the first time I met him. So we had a small chat. So and then he decided that he was going to have a tour, or I would just take him through Kibera. So as I could not refuse the offer to work with Chris Anderson, and it was very nice. It was a good experience.
And what about TEDxKibera in the short video in Chris Anderson's TED talk? There's the Hot Sun Foundation, and there's some garden project, and there are different little things. Were those projects that started before the TEDx, and like the TEDx was about those projects? Was that the way it worked?
Yeah, the projects were already done before even TEDx Kibera came along. So those projects were already there. So it was like we were promoting them in a way that to show that people can actually realize their dream from this project, from this existing project. Yeah.
Okay, and as far as what. I think you said in the interview that most people in the outside world don't understand Kibera, or what people are like, what life is like. What are the most important messages you'd have for the outside world, for people who don't understand what life in Kibera, Kenya is like?
Yeah, life in Kibera is like any other society, whereby you are getting there is a good side of it, and also there is a bad side of it. Crime being one of the things which most people rely on or report most of the time, and even when you Google a lot of the stuff which is being written there, is like Kibera is not even a place where people can walk. But if in the real sense, if you go there, you yourself, and you walk around, you'll be surprised from the information you are getting and the actual thing which is happening. They are two different things. I normally say for Kibera is not that bad, and it's not that good, as I can say. But there are people who live there like me. I say I'm a product of Kibera. And when you look at me, you can see we are like any other people. And the only difference is that we have shanty houses. We don't have running the basic needs to survive, but people survive, and we have very great people who are coming out of such society.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know that you're working in a. Sorry, I'll say that again. You've started working in a transport business, and you want to get involved in that. Can you tell us a bit about your ambition and your hopes for that? And is there any way people in the outside world can help you?
Yeah, On the transport, what we are doing currently right now, the company is it's a logistic company right now. What we are doing, and we are planning to be by 2017 to be one of the leading logistic company in East Africa. Mm-hmm. So that's the ambition of the company, and also that's the ambition of the company. Now, from my part of view, I want to be, as the company grows, I want the company to employ more people, especially from the society where I'm coming from. At least I can promote the society in terms of creating employment. Also, this will empower the youth from where I'm coming from. Okay. Yeah, that's my ambition.
Okay, and one thing I'd be interested to know what you think in the book that Bastian, who helped fundraise for you for your education. There's a mention of these foreign aid professionals who come to Kibera almost like tourists to look around. What do you feel about that? Do you think that the outside world doesn't do the right things to help? Is this aid business a good one or not?
Just a moment. Mbaka Prestige. Kuna karibu na entrance ya Nakumatt. Yeah. Sorry for that.
That's okay. So my question is can you comment a bit about the way the international rich countries, Europe and America, gives aid to Kibera to help? Is it because like the book gave quite a negative impression?
Yeah. Actually, there are those who are doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. I can say they are doing the right thing, but the problem is that they are not understanding the needs of the people of Kibera. Mm-hmm. So what they are doing, they are just coming up with the ideas, what you believe it can work, but you're not getting it from the people who are living there. So you can see that I need a good house. Maybe you can decide that you want to give me maybe what can I use an example? You want to give me an iPhone. Maybe I don't need an iPhone. I need just a phone to communicate. Mm-hmm. You're not meeting my needs. You only give me what you think I need, but that's not what I need. That's what is really happening, I can say, and that's one of the challenges. They are coming yes with good ideas, but those ideas are not incorporated by the community. The community does not see the importance of them. Mm-hmm. So it's like the community are not even, what we are doing is not relevant to them.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And also a separate question. I'm interested in the informal private schools compared to the government schools, because recently in Europe there's been some discussion and books about how interesting and surprising it is that people in rather poor areas are choosing to pay to go to private school rather than government school. And I think you went to a private school. And can you explain a bit about why people choose to do that? And how that works? Because a lot of people are very surprised, and I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, I can say when I was starting up, say for my primary has been a private school. I can call it a private school, but we used to pay money, and during that time it was about 250 to 300 or something back then when I was in a primary school.
How many of those currency units are there to a dollar or a euro? How much is 300 in US dollars or euros?
Yeah, a dollar is 80 shillings. $1 is 80 shillings, Kenyan shillings. So if we divide it, we'll get some $3 or something, less than $3.
Per day or per month or per week?
Per month.
Per month, and
yes, yeah.
So and this is, I mean, $3 or $4 seems very little from a European's perspective, but I guess it's significant money for someone living locally, right? It takes a while to earn that money, yeah.
Yeah, but that's if you put it, that's someone can can spend those in 3 days or something. It depends. So as much as is looking like a small, but getting that money during that period of time, it was very difficult, especially for my mom during that time. So it really depends on what kind of family you're coming from.
Of course.
And also during the for example, now on my case, it was very difficult to get that kind of money during that time. And you'll find that someone else that money during it was easy to get. So some people look for during those time people used to like the government school because also during that time the government schools were people used to pay a little amount before it was made free of charge. And when the government school start offering a free education, a lot of people went to those government schools. Meaning that, for example, as I'm speaking right now, a class may be having 40 to 50 or 60 people, one teacher. You can imagine the quality of education is reduced. So people really want to provide good education for their kid. Okay. So they decide to go and pay for those private schools so that at least they can be able to be educated and they can be able to compete with other people in the same standard.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so are you going to do anything more with TED or TEDx in the future? Do you have plans for a new TEDx in Kibera, or do you have time for that, or are you a bit busy working?
Yeah, actually I have that and I have a plan actually. I have mine. I have the TEDx Shilanga, which I normally do, but I've been not doing it for a while now. But I'm planning to have it in the next 2 months or so, because I wanted to. There's a project which I want to. I'm really following it up for providing of sanitary towels to the needy girls in the society. And what is really happening as I'm speaking to you, we are in the process of identifying the people who really need it. As by tomorrow, we are having a meeting so that we can see how far we have managed to get. But from where I'm standing now, right now we have 40 girls from primary, secondary, which we have really identified, and they really need them, and they're coming from a poor society.
Okay.
Yes. So there is a TEDx Shilanga, which under it we have a smaller project. We also want to empower this young lady to provide them mentors, people they can talk to and they can relate to, so that at least we know we are going to make them even think, stop thinking in a smaller, in an aspect of Kibera, but they can think in a broader manner. Yes.
Okay. Just this is my last question before I stop the recording. So, any last message for people around the world who are listening to you for the first time? Any last thing you want to say?
I just want to tell them that Kibera has a lot of energetic people who can make a change and they can be great people. But what they really lack is like I say, the motivation, the inspiration. So as much as they can get this, and also the world should listen to the people, and then they provide what they need for the people. They should not just introduce things which they're not making relevant to them. So by the end of the day, yes, they can say we did 50 projects in Kibera, but out of those 50, none of them is really helping the people of Kibera.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would like to tell them.
Okay, thank you.